Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is Jen with Homeliness Plans and I am back with another memory spread. For this week, I will be planning out the week of April 24th through April 30th, and I'm using this absolutely stunner of a kit called Soft Morning by Buttercremestickers. I know I hauled this kit not too terribly long ago and I just couldn't wait to use it. I knew I was like, I have to use it this springtime season. I just have to. I had so much fun playing around with this kit and I had so much fun with it because I tried my hand at a horizontal sidebar. I've seen Tay do this quite a lot, and I've also seen, I want to say it's Lustrous Plans. Don't quote me. I know there's several planners who have tried the horizontal sidebar, and I know recently Rachel has done several spreads where she's done a horizontal sidebar too, and I've done horizontal sidebars like in my month. I did like a horizontal sidebar in my January monthly, and I did it again in my February monthly, and I had so much fun with it, and I'm like, why haven't I tried it in my weeklies yet? And it's because like I've been doing all kinds of different like scenes in my sidebars recently, which I've been loving. But when I got this kit and I was looking through it and I saw those small scene stickers, I knew there was almost like a doll bust basically that I had from Florina Paperie, and I was like, I want to make it look like this girl is looking out the window. Like you can see, like I put her down there. I want to make it look like she's looking out the window, but I don't know if I can make that work. I mean, maybe I could have made it work with just like my regular vertical sidebar, but I really liked both of the scenes, like the little porch scene and then the little window scene that she's looking out of. And I'm like, I bet this would look even better if I did it horizontally, which I tried it and I fell in love. And I pulled in some of those brick journaling stickers that I hauled not too long ago, and I layered that behind the little porch scene too, and I was so happy with how it turned out, and I'm so happy that I like tried out the horizontal sidebar. Like I had so much fun with it, and I've got to give a shout out to Tay and Rachel, and I think it's I want to say Lustrous Plans, and I think that's either Susie or Jess from Paper Trail Plans. Don't quote me. I know there's a bunch of planners who have tried the horizontal sidebar, and I just gotta always give a shout out and a thank you to all these, talented people in the community for trying things out and like sharing them and inspiring others, because it really pushes, I feel like it pushes the creative, like decorative planning community to try new things and everything, and it's just so much fun. I love seeing all the creativity in the community when it comes to different like bases and sidebars and stuff. So I had so much fun with this, and this is definitely a contender for top favorite spread of the year. I'm getting you guys are probably getting sick of hearing me say that, just because springtime thus far has been one of my favorites to plan in my planner, and I think it has to do with like all of the different like journaling elements and creative things we're seeing in the community. Also, if you guys hear laughing and stuff in the background, my husband is playing a video game. He's online and he's hanging out with his buds. It's Saturday. We're having a really lazy day. It's raining outside. I'm playing with stickers and doing voiceovers, and he's playing video games. So if you hear laughter and boisterousness in the background, it's my darling husband. So anyways, I had a lot of fun with the base of the spread. I love pulling in the torn paper up in the top corners of the date covers. I pulled in another one of those spring samplers from the Pretty Pink Co. I've said this before, it's no secret how much I love pulling in those samplers. It's basically everything you need on the sheets. I pulled in some more of that like garland lace washi trim from Sadie Stickers. Again, I just recently hauled that. I'm gonna have to go back to Alicia's shop and pick up more of those because I think that's one of my absolute favorite trims. I did add some of like the hanging floral deco pieces that came on the sampler. I just love it so much. Yeah, I love this. I'm looking at the base of this spread. I'm just like, man, I had so much fun with this. Oh, something else I did. This is something that I saw Rachel do, and I think she said she got the inspiration from Kiara from in Kiara's closet or in Kiara's planner. But she pulled in florals. She used like foiled trims, and then she put florals behind it, and it made it look like a little flower bed, and I loved that. I thought that was so cute, and I was like, oh, I'll try that. And I have the trims, the floral trims for this kit, and I was like, let's play around with it. So I had so much fun with that. Okay, so we're into the day today. If you guys have any questions about anything that I haven't mentioned already, leave it in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer. Okay, one thing I want to note about the spread, something else that I tried differently, I only pulled in white deer stationery icons or colored icons. Like I pulled in a couple icons that my mom made for me, but they're not foiled. 99% of the icons I pulled in are from white deer stationery, which I haven't done. I think I've only done one other spread where I've used only white deer stationery icons or only colored icons. So I had a lot of fun doing that. Anyways, just something to note there. Hi, honey. What's up? Okay, sorry about that. My husband came in and asked me a question. Anyways, starting off on Monday, I marked that I went to the gym with my best friend in the morning, and I really like how I marked that. I pulled in, that's one of the springtime layered garlands from the sampler from the Pretty Pink Co. The icon, obviously from White Deer Stationery. It's the little fitness watch icon. I edited a plan with me, and I layered one of the midi boxes with some florals. I love the little bird branch deco pieces that come with the samplers, or not just the samplers, but like I love that Shops came out with the like all the little birds, like the little springtime birds. They're just so fun, and like I feel like they add just a little something extra to your spreads. I marked that I cleaned my house on this day, and I mean, like, I deep cleaned my house. Like, I mopped, swept, and I do that. I like to do that, like, bi-weekly. Like, obviously, I'll spot clean my house and everything, but I really like to deep clean my house, like, once every 2 weeks, just because we have cats, and fur gets around, and, people walk in and out. We have wood floors, and so the floors get really dirty. So I like to deep clean my house, and I really like the way that I marked that. I pulled in one of those scalloped quarter boxes that I ordered from Bloom Paper Studio. I'm going to have to order so many more of those because I love the size. Like, they don't quite span the entire width of the column, and they're small enough to where you can layer them on like boxes that are maybe just a little too busy for your liking, or they can just be good on their own. I layered that with one of the little mini swatches that came with the kit. I really liked the effect that had, and then some of the florals. And then, okay, I was so excited because on this night I did a live planning sesh with Tay on Instagram, which was so much fun. It was just literally like a hangout session where we got together and planned and talked about all kinds of stuff. It was so much fun. So if you're interested in seeing that, it's live on, or it's posted on Tay's Instagram, which I had so much fun doing that, and I really hope I get to do it again. I love any opportunity I get to like hang out with some of like my planner favorites. Is so much fun, and it's like really surreal to me just because like I'm constantly inspired by these women, and the fact that they like want to hang out with me is like it's a really big deal to me. So that was so much fun, and it meant more to me than I think Tay realizes. So Tay, if you're watching this, you're the best. And then to cap off the night, I just had a bath night. I pulled in a whole bunch of like butterflies and birds and dot clusters and all kinds of fun springtime stuff. Okay, so on Tuesday, I marked going to the gym, and I marked that with one of the lace squares that came with the kit. Pulled in, of course, a bunch of dot clusters and springtime deco. That little hummingbird is so stinking cute. It's one of my favorites. I marked that I received some happy mail on this day, and I marked that with some florals from the kit, obviously an icon from Right There Stationery. And then I finished up, I think I finished filming my Easter spread. That's the spread that I was working on the Instagram Live with Tay. I marked that I had my Zoom class on this night, and I pulled in one of those lace midi squares from the kit, layered some florals and some hanging springtime deco from the Pretty Pink Co. I had a YouTube binge, and then me and my hubby just ordered some pizza on this night, which, I think it was probably because the kitchen was like ridiculously clean, and I was like, I really don't want to dirty it up, so we just ordered pizza. Okay, on Wednesday, I marked going to the gym with my best friend the same way as I marked it on Monday, with some florals, the fitness watch, and then the garland that came with the springtime deco sampler from the Pretty Pink Co. I pulled in one of those floral clusters, and that was either a floral cluster that I had just from a single like freestanding $2 Tuesday sheet, or on the springtime sampler. I marked that I filmed some planner stuff. That could mean a myriad of different things. It could mean like I was working on a plan with me, or a haul, or something. You never know. Sometimes I actually write down what it was that I was filming. Other times I'm just like, look, I filmed some planner stuff. So that's what that means. I marked that I filmed some workouts for my personal training client, and I marked that the same way as I marked cleaning house on Monday, and I pulled in one of those scalloped quarter boxes from Bloom Paper Studio, layered it with some florals, some springtime deco. I love that little bird, and I added those dot clusters, making it look like it's like fairy dust trailing behind the little bird. And I don't know, to me it was really cute. Added another little swatch to that, and then the kettlebell icon. And then I marked that I emailed those workouts to my client, and I got to pull in this little email icon from White Deer Stationery, which I'm about to go through all of my icons for White Deer Stationery because I have just like a huge stack sitting on my desk that's not put away in binders. And I have to put them away and organize them. The stack keeps growing because I'm constantly ordering icons from White Deer Stationery because she's constantly releasing new ones. And I'm just like, I can't stop, won't stop. So I need to actually go through them and organize them in a way that's like useful. So maybe that's a video idea. Comment below if you want to see me organize icons. Okay. I have to mark that on this night there was a ridiculous storm. So literally after I emailed my client, I went and I did a workout at the gym. No, I worked out that morning. I went to the grocery store and picked up some stuff to make food for dinner. And as soon as I pulled in to my apartment complex, it started just pouring down rain. And like, I mean, we're talking ridiculous. I was like, okay, I'm just going to hang out in my car until it lets up a little bit. And all of a sudden there was this like huge crash of thunder and lightning strike. And then boom, my apartment, like my entire complex, the lights out, just black. And I was like, well, poop. Like I had all this stuff to make dinner and I was like, I can't make dinner now. So I ended up having to run inside in the rain, quickly put the food away because I had like cold stuff that needed to go in the fridge. And of course you don't want to open your fridge too much when the power's out. So I had to throw it all in the fridge, like really haphazardly. And then I ran back out to my car and I checked and it was like the power wasn't going to be back on until like 3:00 in the morning. And I was like, what the heck are we going to do? So I called my husband. He's like, I guess let's go out to eat. So we ended up going to IHOP. And it was funny because like the power came back on at like 1:00, which it's better than 3. I mean, I'm glad that it wasn't just out all freaking night, but it was really inconvenient. So anyways, to mark going to IHOP, I pulled in the floral trim down at the bottom. And then of course I love that little plate and utensils icon. And then I put a little foiled floral in the center. Jumping over to Thursday, I marked going to the gym with my best friend the same way as I marked it on Tuesday. I pulled in a bunch of butterflies and another hummingbird deco piece from the sampler. I marked that I filmed more planner stuff. I love that little tripod icon from White Deer Stationery. It's so cute. I marked that I got ready and I pulled in a swatch box from the kit, layered it with some florals. I love the little makeup brush icon. I actually just ordered like 3 more sheets of that because it's one of my favorite ways to mark like doing makeup on set or getting myself ready, and just all the makeup and getting ready icons from White Deer Stationery are my absolute favorite and I love pulling them in. Okay, so I marked going to my little brother's girlfriend's concert. So I say was because this was her last concert. She was in the symphonic the symphonic basically orchestra band in the college, and she plays clarinet and she's ridiculously talented. It was so amazing to go and watch, and it was so cute because my little brother brought her flowers, and it's just he's so sweet. And it was me, my mom, my dad, my husband's drummer, and my husband's guitar player. We all went to go and show support, and it was really cool. Like it was such a fun thing, a fun like fun little experience and everything. And it was local, and we got to support my brother's girlfriend, and it was just a lot of fun. I marked that with the little Polaroid icon. I couldn't think of the name real quick. The Polaroid icon, some florals, and a bunch of spring deco. I wanted to decorate that up all nice. And then to cap off the night, we just had tacos. So to mark that, I pulled in some florals and that adorable little fancy box from the kit. I love that she adds those fancy boxes into her kit. I love pulling those in. Okay. So on Friday, I marked going to the gym the same way as I marked it on Wednesday and also Monday. I tried to alternate how I marked going to the gym because I wanted to, there was only 4 of those layered springtime garlands on the sampler, and I wanted to space it out, and it worked out perfectly because the other days I just pulled in other boxes. So I had a lot of fun doing that. I marked that this was kind of like a lazy day at home. So I just marked relaxing at home with one of the midi fancy boxes, layered that with some florals. I finished a plan with me, not entirely sure which plan with me it was, but I finished it. So I just marked that with some dot clusters and a planner icon. I marked that I took some Instagram pictures, which probably means like I set up my flat lay and took pictures for thumbnails, pictures for posts and everything. Like I try to batch that all together. And I marked that the same way with the Bloom Paper Studio box and the little swatch, and then the florals, pulled in some more springtime deco, and then I just marked lazy night with the hubs. And I love pulling in that pajamas icon to mark a lazy day. So stinking cute. I love White Deer Stationery icons. They're seriously some of my favorites. And then I marked that I fell asleep on the couch, and I love pulling in that little pillows icon. That's another one of my favorites from White Deer Stationery, and another one, I ordered like 3 new sheets of those because they're some of my favorites. Okay, I marked that on Saturday. I got up early and I marked that with one of the fancy boxes from the kit, pulled in another bird branch, which I had peeking out of those florals. It's one of my favorite things to do with those little branches is have them peeking out of florals. I just think it's such a cute little like accent. I marked that I had a balloon event on this day, and I marked that with one of the custom balloon dogs that my mom made for me. Mom, I know you're listening. Thank you. I marked getting ready. I pulled in another swatch box, layered it with some florals, and added and pulled in another one of my favorite makeup brush icons. I marked that my husband had a show on this night, and I marked that with a lace circle that came with the kit and a little music note, and I pulled in some birds, little songbirds, because my husband's a little songbird. He doesn't watch my videos, but I'm sure if he did, he heard me call him a songbird, he would roll his eyes at me. I marked that I made some food for me and my hubby after his show. I marked that with some florals and the little apron icon, and then I fell asleep on my couch again. Oops. Okay. Jumping over to Sunday, I marked sleeping in. I pulled in another one of those layered garlands from the sampler, some florals, that sleep mask icon, which is another one of my favorites. Look, it's a White Deer Stationery icon. All of them are my favorites. I don't have just one favorite. They're all my favorites. I marked that we went over to my husband's grandmother's house on this day. I've said this before. We try and go over there every Sunday or as often as possible just so we can spend some time with her because she is literally a saint and we love her. So I pulled in, I think this is a box that came with the kit. It's either a box that came with the kit or it's a box from Perky's Papery. Now I'm questioning myself. I don't know if that's a Perky's Papery or if that is... I'm going to say it's Perky's Papery because it's a lid, the color, well, I guess we'll never know. But I layered the florals with the little house icon. Okay, I marked that I had to do some laundry on this day because my husband and I were doing a little but we were doing a quick little getaway. It had been a while since we had taken a vacation together, so we decided to pack up and just take a little getaway, basically a weekend getaway to Galveston. It's one of our favorite places to go. We love going to there's this place down there called Moody Gardens, and that's one of our favorite things to do. I'll talk about it more in the next plan with me because I actually have the events that we did there. So I'll talk about that in the next plan with me, but, I had to mark that we needed some laundry, we need some clothes to wear. So to mark doing laundry, I pulled in another box from Bloom Paper Studio, layered it with some florals. I marked that I had to pick up a money order because we were going to be gone on the 1st. And so I wanted to mark at least dropping off, paying, putting the rent check away. I wanted to have that, you know, all of the have to do's, all of the boring adult stuff. I marked doing that. Then I, in true Plan Mush Plan fashion, I marked pack your bags. And then when we got to Galveston on that night, we had Subway, and I just marked that with a little sandwich icon. But yeah, this is the full spread. Here are the leftovers along with a Viv Wiggle. I love this spread so much. It's, like I said, a top contender for my favorite. But yeah, this is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jen. I do planner things. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.